Hey guys, Mustache here, this time with the S.H.Figuarts Red Ranger from Tamashii Nations and Bandai. We'll start off with looking at the box here. We have a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers celebrating 20 years logo, kind of their legacy logo right now, as well as the small Saiban symbol there. We got a nice picture of the Red Ranger figure in the front. Nice window box, you got the triangles and kind of the shapes cut out. Got the Red Ranger in the middle. You got Red Ranger text there and kind of a silver, kind of distressed, as well as up here it says S.H.Figuarts is a new standard figure series that is incorporated the Bandai action figure art under the theme pursuing character expression through human action. We got a Red Ranger here, and then on the back it says simple style, heroic action, movable, molding, option parts. Red Ranger, as you see, we get the dragon sword as well as the blaster. You can see the Red Ranger holding the blaster as well as making that Tyrannosaurus pose, as well as him holding the sword. And then on the other side is a picture of the Red Ranger holding the sword kind of in that action pose, much like this one. And then on the top it says Red Ranger. On the bottom it has the warnings and choking hazards, bluefin distribution, etc. So let's crack into this baby and see what's going on inside. So the Red Ranger actually doesn't come out, I want to say, until August 2013. But since I got it at Comic-Con, I think I was able to get like an early release of it. So there's the figure still in the plastic. An instruction sheet, which is here, as well as we get a pretty nice kind of Red Ranger kind of Power Rangers backdrop there, which is cool. So if you wanted to display that in like a case or something and it still fit that, you could kind of display the figure with that backing, kind of make it look cool having the Red Ranger kind of on that backing there. So that's pretty cool. But we'll set that backing to the side. So the items we get are the 5 hand sets right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the one that's on him. You get the Ranger stick. You get the Blade blaster. You get the Thunder Stinger, the Ranger Slinger, or Thunder Slinger, sorry about that. Ranger Slinger, the Power Sword, the Ranger Sword, and then there's the Ranger stick there. And so we'll get this figure out of the plastic here. So here he is, the Red Ranger, out of the plastic. Looks very awesome. I honestly, when I saw the Green Ranger and the Red Ranger, I couldn't wait to get him. I was glad I was able to get this kind of beforehand, like at Comic-Con. Everything looks really cool on him. We're gonna set him to the side here, this little base that we have, and we'll go over his accessories. So we'll get into the Power Sword here. Power Sword looks great. You got those black detailings. You got the gold down there with the Ranger coin, which looks very cool. You got that black and gold grip, as well as a red bottom, which has kind of what looks like a connector. Maybe you'll be able to connect it to another weapon later. And then we'll get into the Ranger sword. Got the Ranger sword here. Looks very cool. As you can see, it does have the grip, the black, silver, red on there, as well as the tip even has that silver. Tamashii never leaves any stone unturned when it comes to the detail. Get into the Ranger stick here, which is pretty much just the Ranger sword, just in a smaller profile. So there we go, and it's pretty like unextended form. So we got all those. We get the Thunder Stinger here, which looks very cool. White, red, black, gold. Looking very awesome. Ranger Slinger, which is pretty much the gun with the Thunder Slinger on there, which is very cool because I'm sure after a while it probably would get difficult kind of taking them on and off for that piece. So, and then you have the Blade Blaster, which is the Ranger Sword and the Ranger Stick in the blaster mode. So here we have those, as well as if we wanted to look at it, there's the two kind of separated. So as you see when you, let me try to hold these all together. When you have them kind of side by side, you can kind of see how they're supposed to go together. So I think it was a real nice touch that they were able to kind of just put one solid piece to where you wouldn't have to fiddle with it when you're trying to pose it or anything. We're going to get into these hands here. Here we got the closed hand, which you would use for the Ranger Sword, or the Power Sword here. So you kind of just open that thumb piece up, kind of slide that in there. That's pretty cool. You got the hand with the Power Sword there. You got those cool kind of raised edges, those ridges, just like the gloves in the show. And then we get another pair of hands, which could be for the Blade Blaster. So we'll just slide that in there. So you got the Blade Blaster there. Looks very cool. And then of course we kind of get another set of hands as well, if you want to put the, oh wait, what's this? Oh, this actually isn't a solid piece. It looks like, I'm feeling that you, maybe it's, oh, it does come off. So that's very cool. So if you're maybe doing a stop motion or something, you could have them kind of go together. So that was a neat surprise. So if you wanted to, you can put that in here. So boom, you got that for the Ranger Slinger. So you got a Ranger Slinger hand. And then we have the like Tyranno hands. Kind of make those later. Get into the figure here. So here he is, the Red Ranger. Have him on a special base here. I'll go over at the end. So we'll kind of get into this guy and his articulation. So we'll start off with the arms. The arms can do a 90-degree bend. It does extend a bit on the bottom, I want to say. Yeah, so you can get a almost 90-degree bend, or yeah, almost 180, sorry about that. So you got the 90, and you can almost get 180. So that's pretty cool. With this piece here, you do see like you got a little kind of rivet there to hold the arm together. The arm does come up quite a bit. The arm is actually on kind of the a joint that lets it come up and down. So if you wanted to, you could really get those kind of like dynamic poses, things like that. The arm does go 360 degrees. We've got the hand going 360 degrees. There's no swivel on the arm here. I don't want to force it and kind of break that joint. Head 360 degrees. It's probably how as far as it goes down for the head. As tall as it goes up for the head. Actual mask sculpt is real nice. Very cool. Kind of see those teeth, the eyes, as well as the mouth. So that's really good. It would have been cool if they included a little kind of bump there for the clips on the helmet, but that's alright. It's not that super important. As the throat, you can kind of see it has that Adam's apple. And so with the other arm, got the same range of motion. Got that swivel on the wrist. With this, with the wrist, they can go that far, that far. They're on a two joint kind of two connector, one in the arm, one in the hand, and that's how you kind of move it around as well as up and down. With the leg, you got a 90-degree bend, got a like almost 180-degree bend, 360 on the foot. There is a bend on the toe area, which bends quite a bit. There is quite a range of motion on the ankle there. The leg kind of swivels around kind of oddly, so probably not suggested 360, just because that will pop out. It does have that joint, much like the other Tamashii Nations figures, where it does kind of come down a bit if you wanted to kind of like get a real deep bend on the leg or something. You got the got a seam down the middle here on the leg, as well as a circle on the back. The belt does swivel around, as well as it has that holster. Holster also swivels around. Oh, the holster just came off. The holster seems to be just on a peg system to where, boom, back on. I tried to recreate that kind of Tyrannosaurus pose the best I could. I wasn't really that great, or I didn't succeed very well. I think maybe a little more this way. Other than that, like, the posing was very simple. Stands great on his own. What can I say? Amazing figure. Definitely suggest getting it later down the line when it comes out. Everything that comes with it is great. As simple as it is to get things into the hand or change the hand, that's super simple. So like if we wanted to, we could switch his hand right now to where he's going to be holding that power sword. Kind of just boom. Switch out the power sword real quick. Give him that kind of long pose. Not to mention the posing is pretty simple. You can get him down pretty low without making it kind of look odd. It's all about like kind of center of gravity where you want to put him. So boom, there you go. There's him with the sword. You'd also do the double-handed like it is in the picture. I have the gun in the holster on his side there as well. So that's pretty simple. And then since I bought this at Comic-Con, the exclusive that year was the stands. They had a Green Ranger, a Red Ranger, and a sneak peek, which was the the Red Ranger with the Green Ranger shield. So that looks pretty awesome. So I put that together. Super simple to put together. And he's in that right now. So it kind of just hugs him a bit. Kind of bring that arm back so he kind of stands more on the logo there. So we can try to do that Tyrannosaurus again. Kind of just pop that hand off. And boom. Still in the pose. You can see that awesome Red Ranger on the base there. Awesome way to display him. And like I said, if you want to, you can have that red back on him. Have that looking cool. So there you go. Moustache again with the Red Ranger from S.H.Figuarts. Looking awesome. Great stuff from them. This is my 5th figure. So there you go. Moustache again. Peace!